Welcome to a world where beauty lies not in perfection, but in the gentle poetry of time. A world where every faded edge, every softened hue, and every worn detail tells a story. This is the essence of shabby chic interiors, a style that whispers romance, warmth, and timeless character. It's not about polished surfaces or brand new furniture. Instead, it celebrates the charm of age, the comfort of softness, and the serenity of imperfection. Calm first impressions. As you enter a shabby chic home, you immediately feel a sense of calm, as though you've stepped into a place where history lingers quietly in the air. The spaces are airy, layered with textures of cotton, lace, and linen, and filled with light that filters softly through sheer curtains. The color palette, often anchored in whites, creams, and gentle pastels, creates a canvas for vintage furniture, floral accents, and repurposed treasures that bring life to every corner. In the living room, an aged slip-covered sofa, dressed in crisp white cotton, invites you to sink into its cushions. A weathered coffee table, perhaps once an old farmhouse bench, rests at the center, its peeling paint telling the story of decades past. A stack of mismatched books sits on top, alongside a vase of freshly picked roses. Here, shabby chic isn't just about design, it's about atmosphere, about creating a lived-in elegance that feels effortless yet deeply personal. Move into the bedroom, and the same spirit follows. Iron bed frames painted in distressed white, layered with ruffled linens and pastel quilts, create a dreamy sanctuary. A crystal chandelier glimmers faintly overhead, casting reflections across antique mirrors leaned casually against the wall. You notice how nothing feels staged, each piece carries a story, each imperfection adds to the whole. It's like walking into a page of a romantic novel. In the dining area, a wooden table painted in pale duck egg blue becomes the gathering heart of the home. Around it sit chairs with chipped paint, deliberately mismatched, each one with its own character. A lace runner stretches across the surface, and delicate china plates with faded floral patterns are set for tea. Light pours in, softened by flowy curtains, making the room glow with a quiet warmth. Even the bathroom carries this charm. A clawfoot tub sits gracefully by the window, its porcelain softened with age. The walls may be adorned with vintage botanical prints, and shelves hold glass jars filled with soaps and bath salts. A small vase of lavender rests near the sink, infusing the space with a subtle fragrance. Here, luxury doesn't come from modern finishes but from comfort and nostalgia. Step outside, and you'll find the shabby chic aesthetic extending into the garden. A wrought iron table with peeling white paint stands beneath a climbing rose arbor. Cushions and faded floral fabric soften the chairs, and lanterns hang from branches above, ready to cast a romantic glow when night falls. The outdoors here is not separate from the home, it's an extension of it, carrying the same gentle, time-worn elegance. And as you look across these spaces, you realize that shabby chic is more than just a decorating style. It's a philosophy of living, one that embraces the beauty of imperfection, the comfort of familiarity, and the joy of creating a home that feels timeless, tender, and full of life. When you step into a shabby chic entryway, a distressed wooden console table greets you, its surface layered with small treasures, a ceramic bowl for keys, an antique mirror with its silvering softly faded, and perhaps a vase filled with freshly cut peonies. Wicker baskets sit neatly beneath, ready to hold scarves and shoes. Even in this first space, the mood is set, practical, yet romantic. Every detail feels intentional, yet unpretentious. light and atmosphere. Lighting plays a crucial role in these interiors. Instead of bright, harsh overhead bulbs, shabby chic homes glow with warmth from chandeliers draped in crystals, soft table lamps with linen shades, and the flicker of candles resting in vintage holders. The glow is never overwhelming, it's subtle, creating shadows that make chipped paint shimmer and fabric textures come alive. In the evening, this light turns every corner into a soft embrace. Notice the details that give the space its soul. The walls may carry a palette of creamy whites or dusty rose, occasionally accented with floral wallpaper in delicate patterns. Curtains, light and breezy, fall gracefully to the floor. An oversized armchair sits nearby, upholstered in faded pastel fabric, inviting you to curl up with a book. On the side table, a lace doily rests beneath a lamp, its glow softening the entire room. These are not grand gestures, but quiet ones, yet they make the room unforgettable. In the kitchen, the shabby chic story continues. Open shelving replaces closed cabinets, displaying stacks of mismatched dishes, teacups with delicate handles, and mason jars filled with dried herbs. A farmhouse sink, deep and sturdy, is framed by a weathered wooden counter. Painted cabinetry in white or pale mint may reveal signs of age, slightly worn edges, a bit of chipped paint, but that's precisely the point. The imperfections create personality. A vase of daisies sits by the window, the kind of touch that makes the space feel instantly alive. Upstairs, the bedroom feels like a sanctuary of dreams. Soft quilts layered on the bed carry pastel florals, lace trims, and delicate embroidery. Throw pillows in different fabrics, linen, cotton, velvet, are scattered in a way that feels casual yet curated. Beside the bed, a vintage nightstand holds a small lamp with a ruffled shade, and perhaps a stack of worn novels. Above, a chandelier sparkles faintly, adding elegance without overpowering the serenity. This is where shabby chic whispers its lullaby, wrapping you in comfort and romance. Bathrooms in shabby chic interiors are retreats. A freestanding clawfoot tub might rest beneath a window with sheer curtains, letting daylight spill gently across the space. Open shelves hold neatly folded towels, often in white or muted tones, stacked beside glass jars of bath salts and hand-milled soaps. Wicker baskets add both storage and rustic charm, while a vintage mirror, slightly spotted with age, reminds you that beauty doesn't need to be flawless. The entire space feels like a gentle pause in time. Wooden benches softened by floral cushions sit beneath climbing vines. A distressed garden gate opens into a small path lined with lavender and roses. Lanterns and candles are scattered across tables, ready to cast a golden glow as twilight settles. Here, nature itself becomes part of the decor, reminding us that shabby chic is not confined to interiors, it thrives in gardens, patios, and courtyards too. Decorative layers. What truly sets shabby chic apart are the layers of detail. Delicate lace draped casually over a chair, soft ruffles at the edges of bedding, or floral arrangements in glass jars that once served another purpose. The home becomes a gallery of stories, each object carrying a past, whether it's a chipped ceramic vase found at a flea market or an antique dresser handed down through generations. Nothing is perfect, and nothing needs to be. At its core, shabby chic isn't just a style, it's a philosophy. It teaches us to embrace imperfection, to see the beauty in age, and to create spaces that nurture rather than impress. In a world where trends come and go, shabby chic remains timeless because it's built on authenticity and warmth. It's about living in spaces that make you feel, not just spaces that look good. Imagine walking through a shabby chic home and noticing the textiles first. Fabrics are everywhere, slip-covered sofas dressed in crisp white cotton, chairs draped with soft linen throws, and beds layered with ruffled quilts. Lace edges peek from pillowcases, and curtains billow with the faintest breeze. Each textile feels soft to the touch, inviting you to sink in and stay a while. These fabrics are not about luxury in the traditional sense, they are about comfort, memory, and tenderness. Furniture with character. Furniture in shabby chic interiors is never pristine. Instead, it's furniture that carries its history proudly. A dresser with peeling paint. A coffee table with scuffed legs. A wardrobe whose hinges creak softly when opened. Each piece tells a story, often rescued from flea markets, antique shops, or passed down through family generations. Painted in whites, soft grays, or pale blues, the furniture often shows deliberate distressing, edges sanded just enough to reveal layers beneath. What might be discarded in another style is cherished here, elevated into art through imperfection. Slip-covered sofa anchors the space, soft and forgiving, allowing for cozy afternoons with tea. Mismatched armchairs sit nearby, one perhaps upholstered in faded stripes, the other in florals. A trunk sits as a coffee table, its surface scarred by time yet polished smooth by years of use. On top rests a collection of objects, candles, a stack of books, and a small ceramic bird. The walls may carry framed botanical prints, sepia photographs, or vintage frames with chipped gilding. Every angle of the room is layered with nostalgia, like a memory gently unfolding. Open shelves display mismatched china, plates with faded floral edges, teacups whose handles are delicately curved. Glass jars hold flour, sugar, and herbs, their handwritten labels slightly smudged. A farmhouse sink, wide and deep, is paired with a brushed brass faucet that gleams softly in the morning light. Curtains at the windows may be no more than simple cotton panels, embroidered with tiny flowers. Even the cookware carries a touch of age, enameled pots with worn handles, baking pans that look like they've baked 100 loaves of bread. Shabby Chic reveals its most communal side. A long wooden table, painted in white and showing signs of wear, becomes the centerpiece. Around it sit mismatched chairs, some painted, others natural wood. A lace runner stretches across the table, on which a pitcher of wildflowers rests. China plates are laid out, none identical, but together they tell a story of family gatherings, Sunday brunches, and countless cups of tea. The dining room is not formal, it's welcoming, designed to hold laughter and stories as much as meals. In shabby chic homes are sanctuaries of quiet elegance. A clawfoot tub stands gracefully near the window, its porcelain softened with years. Sheer curtains filter the light, casting a glow that makes the space feel like a private retreat. Shelves hold wicker baskets filled with rolled towels, glass jars of soaps, and bottles of lavender oil. On the wall, framed botanical prints bring in a touch of nature. The flooring may be simple, whitewashed wood or patterned tiles faded by time. The bathroom is less about function, more about retreat, offering a pause in the day's rhythm. A wrought iron bench rests beneath a canopy of roses, its paint chipped, its frame sturdy. Lanterns hang from tree branches, ready to cast a soft glow at dusk. A small bistro table with mismatched chairs sits nearby, draped in a floral cloth, set with teacups. Cushions and faded pastel prints soften the seats, making it a perfect spot for morning coffee or evening wine. Even the garden embraces imperfection, cracks in the stone path, wildflowers spilling beyond their borders, ivy climbing where it pleases. Here, nature and design weave together seamlessly. Textures and layers. Smooth cotton meets rough linen, lace pairs with burlap, polished silver sits against rustic wood. A single space may carry ruffles, frayed edges, and glass beads, all harmonizing rather than clashing. The layered approach creates depth, ensuring that the eye always finds something new to notice. Touch is as important as sight, the softness of a quilt, the coolness of glass, the grain of wood. The home becomes not just a visual experience, but a tactile one. The color palette. Soft, muted, and timeless. Whites dominate, pure white, antique white, creamy ivory. Pastels follow, pale pinks, mint greens, soft blues, and lavender tones. Occasionally, a deeper shade appears, a charcoal accent, a faded mustard yellow, or the natural brown of wood, to ground the palette. These colors, though subdued, create harmony, allowing the textures and layers to shine. They also amplify light, making every space glow. What makes shabby chic unforgettable are the small details. A chipped teapot repurposed as a vase. A ladder leaning against the wall, used to hang blankets. A suitcase stacked with others, transformed into a bedside table. These objects carry their past with them, turning ordinary corners into places of charm. They remind us that design is not about perfection, it's about personality, history, and meaning. Shabby chic homes feel slower, gentler. It's the comfort of curling up with a book in a soft armchair, the aroma of fresh flowers in the air, the glow of candlelight reflecting off an antique mirror. It's setting the table with mismatched china and feeling that every meal becomes an occasion. It's walking barefoot on wooden floors that creak softly underfoot. The home becomes a sanctuary, a place where the imperfections of the world outside are softened, transformed into beauty. At its heart, shabby chic is more than a decorating style, it's a philosophy of living. It reminds us that beauty can be found in what is aged, that charm lies in the imperfect, and that comfort is as important as elegance. It encourages sustainability, urging us to repurpose, to cherish what already exists, and to see potential in what others might overlook. It's a style that honors history, embraces imperfection, and celebrates the art of making a home truly lived in. And so, as we leave this journey through shabby chic interiors, we carry with us not just images of soft linens, distressed furniture, and glowing chandeliers, but the feeling of a lifestyle, one that is romantic, nostalgic, and authentic. Shabby chic is not about creating a showroom. It's about creating a sanctuary. A place that embraces you at the end of the day, that tells your story through its imperfections, and that remains timeless in its tenderness. Because at the end of it all, shabby chic is not just how a home looks, it's how a home feels. And in that feeling lies its everlasting beauty.